Welcome you all for this video. First of all, thanks to everyone who are supporting my channel. In last class, we discussed about stable system and unstable system, also static system and dynamic system. Today we are going to discussing about the third classification of system, that is invertible and non-invertible system. Then what is mean by a invertible system? Invertible system is a system for which it is possible to design one or more system that will produce the inverse operation of that system. Then we can call that system is a invertible system. What is a invertible system? A system can produce its inverse operation. Then we can call that system is a invertible system. To understand this concept, here we can take a system. This is our system. Also this is our inverse system. Here I am going to applying an input to the system, that is x of t. So the output of this system is taken as y of t. This y of t is given to the inverse system. So it performs the inverse operation of this system. So we get the output z of t. It should be equal to our input signal. Then we can call this system is invertible system. Because this system perform inverse operation of this system, then we can call this system as a invertible system. Here we giving an input to the system, that is x of t, its output become y of t. This y of t is again given to the inverse system. It perform an inverse operation of this system. So it will give an output, that is z of t. This z of t is exactly same as that of input signal. Then we can call this system is an invertible system. Then what is mean by a non-invertible system? That means a system that won't produce the inverse operation. Then that system is known as non-invertible system. That means the system doesn't produce any inverse operation of that system. Then we can call that is a non-invertible system. To understand this concept, we can take some examples. First, take, here I am taking a system response. Y of t is taken as 2 into x of t. If you consider the system, its input is x of t and its output become y of t. Also here we are assuming it will perform a inverse operation. Then what is the output? Z of t. Then what is the inverse operation of y of t? Here this system perform a multiplication operation. That means the input is multiplied with a factor 2. Then what is the inverse operation of this system? It will produce a division operation. So the output of inverse system we can written as y of t divided by 2. Okay. This is equation number 1. This is equation number 2. Here we can substitute what is the value of y of t? 2 into x of t. Here we can substitute 2 into x of t instead of y of t. Then divide by 2. What will you get? Here we get z of t should be equal to x of t. From this we can say this system is a invertible system because it also perform a inverse operation of the original system. So this is a invertible system. Okay. Also we can take the another example, that is y of t is equal to integral of x of t dt. That means this system perform a integration operation. Then what is the inverse operation? Z of t is equal to, the inverse operation of integration become differentiation. So Z of t can be written as d by dt of y of t. Okay. Then we can apply what is y of t. It should be equal to integral of x of t dt. Here integration and differentiation should be cancelled. So Z of t should be equal to x of t. Here we can say this system is a invertible system. Because this system also perform the inverse operation. Then we can call this system is a invertible system. Next we can take another example, that is y of t is equal to x square of t. Here the system is performing squaring operation. Then what is z of t? It is the reverse operation of the system. That means square root of x of t. If you consider this system, to understand the operation of this system, here we can draw, this is our system. Here we giving an input x of t. What is the output? X square of t. Okay. Then we giving to the inverse system. That means it will take the square root. Square root system. Output become z of t. Okay. That means root of h square of t. This is also square of t. Okay. Here I am taking plus 5 as the input signal. Then what is the square of plus 5? It become 25. If you taking the square root, it will become plus 5. Okay. Also I am taking minus 5 as the input signal. Then what is the output? It also become 25. It will give to the square root system, it will give also plus 5. Okay. Here I am applying plus 5, but the output become plus 5. Here I am applying minus 5, the output become also plus 5. That means x of t should not be equal to z of t. Okay, that means if I am applying minus x of t or plus x of t, it only giving plus x of t as the output of the inverse system. So we can call this is a non-invertible system. Because z of t is not equal to x of t. When we giving a plus x of t or minus x of t as the input to the system, the inverse system only giving the plus x of t as the output. So we can say x of t should not be equal to z of t. So we can call this system is a non-invertible system. Did you understand the concept? So these are the details about the invertible and non-invertible system.